So how's it going today, guys? Back here with another video. I've just got some fresh MT methods for you guys. I have been seeing that the pink diamond method with the pink diamond out of position cards that I talked about last video, that's been getting a little bit more contested. So what that means to me is that some people are going and doing that because they watched my video, which is good to see. That is really, really good to see. So I got some fresh methods for you guys. Some methods that hopefully won't be as contested. And then I got one other non-auction house method to make MT that I'm going to talk about as well. So make sure you stay tuned and watch this video through. And if you do, I think that you guys will be able to make 100K MT or more per hour, man. So before we do get into it, please make sure to subscribe. I have gained a few subscribers over the last couple days, so I really, really do appreciate that. Appreciate it, man. That does not go unnoticed. And we will be doing a giveaway for my subscribers soon, so make sure to subscribe. Also, make sure to leave a like on the video, man. That's always much appreciated. Helps my content reach other viewers. We can get some conversations going in the comments and stuff and just have a little fun. So if you do both those things, doesn't go unnoticed, always much appreciated. But without further ado, let's get into it, man. Let's start making some MT together. So the pink diamond filter, as you guys might have seen, has been a little bit more contested. So we're going to go to pink diamond out of position. Let's see what the max buyout is. I'm just curious because I have not been on this filter all day, because when I tried it earlier, I was getting consistently outbid. So this probably is not the move right now. So we got 26.50. So any card that you put up for like 27 is going to sell on this right now. So I will throw a couple bids on some pink. Well, no, I won't throw any bids on some pink diamonds, but I will just see, you know, how many cards are up right now. So there's a few for 2,000. Yeah, there's just not a ton up right now either. These pink diamonds are getting a little bit less common, still pretty common. There's a decent wave there from like 55 minutes to about 102, 103. There's a lot of cards right there, actually. That might be a good wave for one of you guys to bid up. Maybe me, we'll see. But what I've been focusing on today is the out of position diamonds. Now, yeah, see, I got 50 or more outcomes, got a ton here. Scored some, yeah, 550 back. That means that I got this Keyshawn George for 500 MT. So that is a big W. So what I have been doing with the diamond cards is putting a bid of 1050 on every diamond card. And this has to be the out of position set, or else you guys aren't going to make profit. So like I said, you know, search diamond, go to out of position, put your max bid at 1,000. And then as you can see here, there is quite a few. These are all ending at the same time. So I'm going to throw a bid of 1050 on this Keyshawn George right there. Hopefully we can score that card. And if the bid is at anything above 1050, do not bid on it, man. And if you are going to hit on a lot of these cards. Agenta is a little bit tougher because Agenta's got a little bit more value. As you see, these two have been bid on. So it's probably best to focus on every diamond besides Agenta. But you will probably score these and get some MT back on a lot of them. And you're going to want to post them for sale for $12.50. There might be some up for less than $12.50, or there might be like a ton up for $12.50. But they will sell, man. Just trust me. And that, like you guys saw, that was a pretty decent wave right there. So let's see if we did. Yeah, 50 or more. It's going to be hard to tell if I did hit on any right at that second. It looks like we might have. We got 500 back for this Keyshawn George that we just got. So that is a big W. I'm going to get like 700 MT off just that one card. So this diamond filter right now, man, is definitely hitting. If you guys want to put some mass bids on cards, that's kind of what I call them. Bid up as many as you can until it doesn't let you anymore. With the diamonds, you're going to hit a point where you have too many bids on cards before you run out of MT, probably because you're only putting 1050 MT on each card. So it's probably going to hit a point where it doesn't let you bid on anymore because you're at the max amount of bids. So just make sure you're going in, getting all your outbid ones, you know, redeeming your cards that you have won, sending them to your auctions, all that, and just clearing out space so you can keep bidding. But definitely focus on this, man. I think that if I stay on this for a couple more hours, you know, I'll be at like well over 500 KMT. I really believe that because this has just been absolutely hitting today. So we've got that one. We have another one too if you're more of a, you kind of like to snipe a little bit more if you don't have the patience for the mass bids and stuff. This is one that you guys can do. It's the Jabari Smith filter. I went on this filter for about 20 minutes yesterday and was able to snipe 3 Jabari Smiths. So let's see what his max buyout is right now. This one might not be hitting as good today because there's just going to be less and less these out of position cards now. People are really just starting to prepare for season 7. They're not really opening any packs anymore. But he does still have some good value. He's still worth just as much as he was yesterday. Even more so, it looks like. Let's see what he is worth. $13.9. Let's go back down. Looks like he's worth about $13.9. He's kind of fixed at that price. So yeah, $13.8. If you put your max buyout at 10K and just keep refreshing, you know, just kind of like traditionally sniping, some will pop up. Like I said, I did this for about 20 minutes and sniped 3 of them for like 2,000 or 3,000 each. And for 20 minutes, that's a profit of like 30 KMT. I like to stick to the mass bids, the bid sniping kind of stuff because it's more consistent MT. It's always reliable. This is a little bit more like you might do it for 20 minutes and not even 1 will pop up, or you might do it for 20 minutes and 10 will pop up. It's just super inconsistent. But that is, if you were going to do traditional sniping, that is the filter that I would be doing, because some people are just putting him up because they don't know that he's worth more than the other pink diamonds. So those 2 auction house methods. I got one more that I'm going to talk about. Another thing that you can do if no bid snipes are hitting, maybe that Jabari Smith filter isn't hitting, is you can go through these old sets, man, and you can just kind of go through like every card. It kind of takes a while, but you can like look at the value of like this Karl Malone right here. He's about 9K. Sometimes there'll be one that's ending like really soon and the bid's only at like 2 or 3K. It'll happen probably about like 1 out of every 20 of these random old cards. Another good one is Julius Erving. Like all these cards are good, but Julius Erving's one that I've hit on a lot. His value is pretty high, as you can see. You could probably get like, I don't know, there is a lot of them up, but these consistently sell for over 10K. The lowest one that I saw there was like 20K, so sometimes there will be one just randomly ending, and the bid will be at like 9K or 5K or something. And this is kind of the case with all of these old cards, and it takes a lot of patience to go through all these sets. But if you go through all the old sets, I would say like season 1 through 4, season 5 really isn't. A lot of those cards are still kind of abundant because season 5 wasn't very long ago. But like season 1, season 2, season 3, not so much. It doesn't happen as much with season 3. Maybe some certain cards like SGA do have some value, and there's quite a few on the auction house. So yeah, see, like that one ends in 33 minutes. The bid's at 8,000. What is the value of this card? It looks like we're looking at about 20,000. So you could put a bid of like 12,000 on that, and if you score it, you could sell it for like maybe 17,950. You know, that's like 5K profit. So if nothing's hitting on the auction house, I like to go through these old sets, and there's a low enough amount of a lot of these cards where you can just scroll through every single one that's posted instead of having to search them individually in the auction house. It's just easier to go through the actual collections like this. So this is something that I've had success with as well, man. So I would give that a try. But those are my 3 auction house methods right now. I think if you stick with those 3 methods, man, you can make a ton of MT. It does take a lot of patience, I understand that, but it's worth it for the MT that you get. I really believe that. So hopefully you guys have some luck with those methods. If you have any questions, you know, you guys have been leaving some comments and stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them down in the comments. I'll try to explain any of that as well as I can. With any questions that you have, I'll try to answer them as best as I can. So go ahead and do that if you have any questions, man. Always welcome to answering those. And then the one thing with actually playing the game, with making MT, the recommendation that I have, do not play Domination. The games just take way too long. Triple Threat Online on the mobile app is not too bad, but the issue is you can like be winning like 18-6 or like 18-3 or whatever, and then your opponent will leave and you'll get credited with a loss, which is just why 2K. Like, that is so dumb, man. If you have like double-digit points, you should be credited with the win if your opponent leaves. Like, that's just the way it should be. That makes me really mad. And they kind of have always been kind of they've always been like that with online, with leaving. Like, if your opponent leaves, you should get the win. That is not your fault. You know, it's not your fault that you're way better than your opponent, man. You should be credited with the win, no matter what. If you're winning the game and your opponent leaves, if it's 0-0 and they leave right away, sure, you know, don't credit it as a loss or a win. Like, that's fine, I understand that. But getting credited with a loss when your opponent leaves, when you're absolutely destroying them, is just, it's just laughably bad, man. So honestly, as I think about that more, it's probably best to avoid. But if you can manage to get through a game and win it, you will get close to like 1,000 MT, which isn't too bad. But the mode that I would focus on is Breakout, and what you can do is just get to 5 points. Make sure you're not doing Triple Threat only or Clutch Time only. Make sure you do all game modes, because then you only need 15 points to get to the major prize, and you only need 5 points to get to the smallest prize. And the way to make the MT the fastest is, of course, play Triple Threat games before any other games, because those take the least amount of time. So definitely focus on Triple Threat. I think on this board I got 1 Clutch Time game, and I just played it because it was right here to unlock this reward, and then these 2 were Triple Threat. So definitely do that. Get up to your 5 points, and then what you can do is get these base packs. And I can play this game right now because I have 5 prize points, and these are the best to get for MT, because you're probably 90% chance you're probably going to pull just a league card, like a league gold or a league emerald or something. And if you have like a decent amount of these, which most people should, then there's a good chance you could get one that you already have, which is a duplicate. That's a quick, 500 MT plus all the consumables that are in the pack. You can get through one of these boards and get to 5 points, get your base pack in probably like 15 minutes, I would say. So you can do that if you have if you're mass bidding on cards, you're waiting for cards that are pending, whatever, come and play a little bit of Breakout and just get yourself some base packs. You'll get a ton of MT. Do not worry about getting to that major prize. It's tempting because sometimes you can get like the newest packs, but the odds are it's just really not worth it, man. You're better off getting the base pack. You really are. So that's my recommendation if you want to play and get some MT, if you want to just play between your auction house stuff that you're doing. So I think that's all that I got for today, man. Really hope that you guys have some good luck with these methods. I think that you guys, like I said, I mean, the sky's the limit with the amount of MT that you can make with these methods, man. It really is. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Really appreciate the love lately. I'm going to keep bringing videos like this. Please make sure to leave a like on the video before you head out as well. But with all that being said, man, I will see you guys in the next video.